Hi everyone, welcome back to SmartyInk Workshop. Thank you for joining me again on another mask adventure. This time we're still in the land of comics, as you can see, and we're gonna probably stay there for a little while because it's fun here. I have made Harley Quinn and given her a couple of different outfits, and I of course added this balloon because I just couldn't help myself. She needs to have a bubble gum. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoy it. And that's it. Thank you for joining again. I appreciate it. It's always fun to know people are watching the making of these pieces because they're my blood, sweat, and tears. So thank you. I really appreciate it. So let's like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. Ring the bell, whatever we have, and let's get to work. So thank you again for joining. And here we are, Harley Quinn. Get to it. As always, we start off with our form pre-lined and shrink wrapped so that we can remove our mask and mold very easily at the end of the process. As you can see here, I have my acrylic eyes inserted again, so we will be using these from now on because they make sculpting a lot easier. You achieve your dimensions and just finish the sculpt a lot quicker. So I recommend them. Go get them. Now, I'm not gonna lie, at this point in the sculpt, I have no idea what kind of expression or look she's gonna have. I just know that I want it to be Harley Quinn, so. Oh, look who it is. It's Moose, wanting to go out for a walk, but we are not doing that. We're still sculpting Moose. Maybe later. Alright guys, we're gonna have to use some references because I'm feeling lost, so I recommend to always have references on hand that you can just quickly look at and move on with your project. Still a little unsure about where this sculpt is going, but I think I'm going to go for a surprise look, and as you see here, I have done so. And I think I like that a lot more than any other look so far. So let's get to work. Alright, let's dust off the old broad and get her ready for the mold. So we're going to clean it up and do some final touches and get it all cleaned up and make sure all the lines are nice and sharp, especially on this mask. And we're going to have to add more detail here. A little seam line would be nice. So I'm going to do that next. Now I know her lips are huge. She looks all animated, but that's because she is animated, and I want to keep her that way. I don't want her to look like a real person because what would be the point of wearing a mask? You can do that yourself. So that's why she looks fun, and you'll see when the paint job is applied how all the features and the excessive sizes will come into play. Now, just when I think I'm done, I'm not done. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to add clay and build up where I feel like she's looking a little hollow. And of course, go back to the lip, add some more creases. But we are almost there. We are almost done, I swear. to continue working on these lips for the next 25 years by using more wet clay, just applying little strips and getting her to have that proper dimension and some volume. So we'll keep on moving. Let's talk about wet clay for a second. Wet clay is quite fantastic. It's got glycerin base to it, which makes it sort of feel like oil clay. So you can use rubber tip tools on this clay, and it's just amazing. So if you haven't used rubber tip tools on wet clay, you better get on top of that because it's the best. Right, it says final touches, but we're still working. So let's keep on final touching this mask and get on with it because I'm ready to make my mold. I don't know about everybody else. This process seems like it's taking a very long time. Okay, I'm feeling this final sculpt. Let me know what you all think. You like this? Is it channeling the Harley Quinn or is it not? I think it is. And also, I went outside and there was this in the sky. I guess we had a rocket or a UFO. Who knows? But it looked cool anyway. Alright, we're going to get to making the mold. So we're going to mask these eyes. I've already put one layer of liquid mask on the acrylic eyes. And I'm just going to put a little extra here just to get these silly putty to stick on nicely while I spray this clay with some clear acrylic coating so that we can put our plaster over it. And as you see here, she has been sprayed with a super gloss acrylic spray and she's ready to mold. So let's move on. As I mentioned in most videos that I make, I am using hydrocal for the mold, aka perfect plaster, which works very nicely. And I use an 8-pound bag of it to get this same size mold every time. After that's all over with, we're going to remove our clay so that we can reveal our mold and see if it's a success or a hot mess. Also, ill. This is just ill. Okay, back to the mold. Success. Out of a perfect mold comes a perfect mask. Okay, we're going to start this paint job by adding some flesh tones. I've mixed some rubber cement paints by using rubber cement thinner, and oil paints. Here we are adding her two different eyeshadows. I've gone with the pink and that blue that she's famous for. We're going to mix up the style since the mask is permanent. That's going to be on her face. A mask on a mask. That's a bit much, but there you are. That's what we're doing. Going in to get those juicy red lips on the gnarly Harley Quinn. So let's see what we end up with here. Bear with me, because it might take a while. Covering this big mouth. So I'm going with a paintbrush here because I can't airbrush those tight little edges. So we're going to paintbrush them first, get them nice and sharp and clean, and then fill in the inside with the airbrush. As you see here, it worked out pretty well. So that's how I recommend painting a mask if you ever have to paint something that's black, because black is just tough. Once you get it somewhere else it doesn't belong, it's hard to cover it back up. I think we're good with the results here, so I want to move on and get everything a little more perfect with some pastel work, add some shadows and some more dimension, and then we'll move forward from there and see what we have to do next. Who knows? We'll find out soon though. After I'm done applying the pastel, I'm going to seal it with a translucent rubber cement sealer so that the color doesn't disappear as soon as you touch it. And once you do, it tones down the white, so you may have to apply the white a few times and do that process over and over depending on how pasty you want her to look. I'm going for like semi-pasty, so I'm only doing it once. We've gone ahead and painted the eyes with Vallejo's lightest flesh tone because that's the color I like to use for eyeballs. And we're going to continue on. We're going to add our eyeliner and make sure that it's even. I have to turn the mask all different ways just to get it right. I don't know how people do this every day just to leave the house. I'm going in and adding a few busted up capillaries so that her eyes look sort of bulgy and crazed and, I don't know, very Harley. Moving in the same direction I move in with all eyeballs, I start off with the dark shade and then build up to the lighter colors, one color at a time. And then go back and make sure that you outline the eyeball for that extra dramatic effect. And it looks pretty awesome. I've gone ahead and sealed this entire mask another time with rubber cement on a translucent, so we can move forward and epoxy these eyeballs and get that gloss popping, because these eyeballs are awesome looking. I don't know what you guys think, but I would sure like to know, so please leave a comment and let me know what you think of this crazy gnarly Harley. Now, having over 50 eyelash styles to choose from, I just went with the wildest, thickest, boldest, most offensive lash because it's Harley Quinn, god damn it. Bye bye, old flap. See you never. Okay, what in the world? I'm obsessed with this mask. What do you all think? Let me know in the comments. Hey, you tits. How about a smooch? Okay. Okay then. That's a no. So which look do you guys prefer? Please leave your comment and your opinion in the comment section, because I want to know. I personally cannot make up my mind, so tell me what you think. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us again on another mask adventure, this time with Harley Quinn. It's always fun to come up with something, I don't know, fun, dynamic, interesting, and scary at the same time. So thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Check her out on my Etsy at SmartyInk. And that's all we have for this week. We will see you next week with something new. I'm not sure what, and I still don't know what. And I won't know what later on today either, but we'll figure it out. And I'll see you next time. Thank you again for joining. Have a good one. Bye.